Alright everyone, this is Johnny Boy from Johnny Boy Fishing, and today I'll be showing how to tie these dropper loop high-low rigs for flounder. So in the end product you have this rig for flounder. So basically I've been fishing with this rig for a good amount of time. Nothing's really wrong with it. It's caught a lot of flounder so far. So let's put the end product here and we'll get started. So I'm using 30 pounds monofilament for the leader material. So let's grab maybe probably 3 feet of line, 30 inches of line. Alright, let's do this. Now we're going to tie dropper loops. You know, dropper loops, there's many ways to make a dropper loop. There's no correct way making these dropper loops. So the best way I like to do it, and it's kind of on the effectiveness side instead of the efficiency. So it does require some time, but it will not slip. It will no 100% no slip. So let's get started. So I'm gonna grab maybe about a foot. I'm gonna grab a foot and then another, let's say 4 inches. And I'm just gonna twine these up. So you can see that I'm twining it up. I'm just gonna twist it just to get it to look more perpendicular. I'm gonna flip it over and use my thumb to grab onto that base of the perpendicular line. So I'm gonna grab the short end and cross it with the long end, and now we're just gonna take the long end, go down, overlap it one time, 2 times, and 3 times. The wind is really bugging me today. So 3 times on the long end. Now we're gonna go to short end and go three more times the other way. 1, 2, and 3. So it should look like this. It should look like that. A lot of twined up line right there. Now we're gonna find the middlemost. I can't tell. I don't know if we can find the middlemost. You gotta use your judgment. Find the middlemost intertwine here. Let's say this one right here. So let's separate these two, because we're gonna insert the loop end inside. So I'm gonna put my finger inside just to keep it open, and I'm gonna grab this line so it doesn't get in the way. And now we're just gonna flip this. We're gonna flip this inside. No, it closed on me. Flip, go inside. And that's what it should form. It should form something like that. If you get this kind of looking, you did it right. So now I'm just gonna wet it a little bit. I'm just gonna grab all 3. I'm gonna grab this with my teeth, and I'm one hand on the long end and one hand on the short end. I'm just gonna pull all 3 ways. I'm gonna pull with my teeth. I'm gonna pull with the short end. I mean the long end and the short end, and it should cinch up. There we go. This is probably one of the best ways to make a dropper loop. It takes some time, but that is probably one of the strongest dropper loops I've ever made. There's one. Let's try to make the other one. Alright, let's make this easier for us to see with a big piece of rope. So to make the dropper loop, I'm just gonna go maybe a foot, I don't know, maybe a foot and a half we're just going to twine it together. Alright, we're going to grab part of the main line and we're just going to twist it, so you know we get this nice straight perpendicular loop, and it would look like this. Alright, so you have the base here and you have the loop that's perpendicular to the left and the right side. We're going to flip this over and hold the base with our thumb. Now we're going to grab the short end and cross it over with the long end like that, and make a little circle here. What we're going to do now is we're going to overlap, go over and under 3 times with the long end, 2, 3, and 3 times with the short end. 1, 2, 3. That scared me. Bumblebee. 3 times. So you get something like this. It looks weird right now because I'm using thick rope, but it should look really twined up and it'll look like the candy Twizzler. So what we're going to do next is we're going to use our judgment to figure out the middle point of these twined up rope, or the twined up line that we have. And we find the middle part and we're just going to separate it like that. We're going to separate it and so we make sure we have room to drop our loop inside. So we're going to take our loop, the real loop, and drop it inside and pull it through. So it'll look something like this. Well, it should. If it doesn't look like this, you're doing something wrong. And then I'm going to use my left hand to pull the short end to the left. I'm going to use my right hand to pull the long end to the right. And I'm going to use my teeth to pull to grab onto this dropper loop and pull towards me. So I'm going to pull back. So we're going 3 ways just to cinch it up perfectly and evenly. And then when you do so, I can't do it with this because it's too thick. It should come all together for you. And that is how you make a dropper loop. And there is your double dropper loop high-low rig. So let's get started on what we need to do next. So next thing we need to do is tie a swivel. You don't have to use a swivel. You can use a Uni-to Uni knot if you're connecting it to the braid. I like using a swivel because it's a little bit easier. These flounder aren't really big, so you don't have to worry about them breaking your line or slipping around. So we're just going to take a barrel swivel. All we're going to do is tie a improved clinch. So you go in once, you go in another time. See, make a loop here. Give yourself some space to create the loop. And all you do, make the loop, connect the loop together, overlap it, and go 3 times. So what we're going to do, we're going to wet it so it doesn't slip. And we're going to go right through these two. See? These 2 loops that we made. And we're just going to pull. There we go. And there we go. We are good. We're good. That's pretty strong. We can trim that up later. But for now, there's your barrel swivel. You can see my barrel swivel is connected as well. Same way. Alright. Hey, these mosquitoes out here at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. All these plants. Alright. I use a 2 ounce because normally between 1 to 2, but I'm gonna put on a 2-ounce because I tend to fish the inlet as well, so I throw on a 2-ounce. I throw where there's current. You know? So if you have a snap swivel, I recommend you use a snap swivel, but I'm out, so I'm just gonna tie this straight onto the leader. So do the same thing, you know, clinch knot. They call it the trilene knot as well. They call it the trilene, superior, I forget, but it's mostly improved clinch knot. So you know, it's not rocking hard to make this. There we go. So that is your rig. Look at that. That's the rig. It's pretty identical to this rig as well. This might be a little bit longer, but you can see it's kind of on the same match. This is a little bit longer, like I mentioned, just a little bit shorter. It's good for a shorter rod, but I tend to use a little bit longer rod for my flounder jigging, as you've seen in the videos. So the hooks I use, 4-aught Gamakatsu bait holder hooks. You can see they are the good kinds. You can use Sea-Wash, you can use owner hooks, doesn't matter. But I use Gamakatsu, I swear by Gamakatsu. So we're gonna grab 2 of these hooks. Let's see. Let's grab this hook. I like to look at this hook. And let's do this. So we're just gonna loop it in. It's really easy to loop in. This freaking mosquito. So the best way to loop it in, you're gonna loop this out. You're gonna face this, you know, the point going that way and up. So let's do this. You're gonna go right through. Go through. We're gonna go in the loop. Like you see, we get it in the loop, and then we're gonna. This is the cool part. This is the best, the secret part. A lot of people just loop it in, you know, and pull it. But if you loop it in and you twist, and loop it in again, it stays on much better. The hook actually stays more and more in line. You can see, much more in line. It's just that second twist. That twist helps it, you know, keep it together. So there's one. Let's throw on the other one. Same thing. I'm just gonna go through, pull it through, go in, twist, go through, and pull. And then you're just gonna use your fingers to pull it over the eye, which is the only hard part I have. So there we go. That is your drop loop. Your drop loop rig. That's probably the rig I've been using all year. He is, wow. Look at that fish. Wow, look at that. Beautiful fish. Oh! Oh! Damn, he hit hard. Another one. Small one. This guy engulfed it. Look at that. There we go. Big. Big. Oh my, that's a big fish. Oh shit. Oh my god, look at that size. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at the size of this fish. Holy moly. Oh, I knew how big this fish was, but oh my god. Look at the size of that fish. That is a 23-inch fish. Oh my god, dude. What freaking A on the white. See how big this fish is. Because he's a doormat. 23 inches, dude! Oh my god, this is 23 inches! Holy crud! Oh man! 23 inches. Yeah.